Hi everyone, this is part 21 of ADO.NET. In the last video, we discussed about steps that we need to follow to work with connection-oriented architecture. In this video, I will explain you some example how to perform inserting operation with ADO.NET. Okay, na? So first of all, here you can go to your database, and here you can create one table. Already we have done in the last session. Anyway, once again I will show you here. You say I create one database with name Satcha demo. Create database name, and use such a demo. Then create the table with name emp with column c number, ename, and salary. And here, this is my requirement actually. So I already created one table with name emp. Select star from emp. Here you can see. Are you following? Select star from emp. Now, initially, if you observe clearly, there are no records in your table. I think one record is there. 101 Anil Kumar and 20,000. Are you following? 101 Anil Kumar and 20,000 is available. So let us see everyone. Here you can check that this is your table. One table is created with name. If you want to see the table, go to Object Explorer. There you can see databases. Right click on databases, refresh. There you can see one database with name what? Satya demo. There you can open the tables. There you can see one table with name EMP with 3 columns: C number, ename, and salary. Now what is my requirement? Here I want to design one form. Enter employee number, and here I'll try to give enter employee name and enter salary, and here I'll try to click on one button, save button. This is my design actually. Enter employee number, one text box, employee name, one text box, salary, one text box, and one button, that is save button. So whenever user enter the values in the text boxes, here I'll try to give something like 102. Here I'll try to give something like employee name, I'll try to give John, and here I'll try to give the salary. I'll try to give the salary as 30,000, something like this. Now, whenever user clicks on save button, I want to store the records in this table. For that, I'm using ADO.NET connection-oriented architecture. Let us see how to work with that. First of all, I'll open my Visual Studio Editor. Go to New Project. Here you can go to New Project. Select Web. Here ASP.NET Web Application. And here I'll try to give Insert Demo. Insert Demo. Click on OK button. This is my design actually. Select empty web forms. Click on OK. So I want to practically I want to show you how to work with connection-oriented architecture. Whenever I insert the values in the front end, I want to store all these values in the back end. Are you following? So here go to your Solution Explorer, right click on the project, add new item. Add new item, select web form. And the name of the web form I will try to give as something like some demo.aspx, some name I will give. And here go to your design window. You can design the form. Let us see how to work with that. So here you can go to your design window, and here you can design the form. So here you can go to your table, insert a table, number of rows to columns to, press tab. So this is your form. So here you press the tab button. This is your design. Now here what I will do, I'll go to the toolbox. Go to toolbox, and here drag and drop one text box control. Drag and drop one text box control from the toolbox. Here this is employee number, and this is employee name, and this is enter salary, and this is one button. I will try to take one button, and here I'll try to take one label, something like this here. So I'll try to enter the employee number. Enter employee number. Here I'll try to give enter employee name. Here I'll try to give enter salary. This is my design. Select the design, and here I'll give bold. Here I'll give X large, something like this. Are you following? And here right click on the button, go to properties. The text for the button I will give as save. So whenever user clicks on button, I want to register the details in the employee database table. So double click on the button and write the code. Okay na? So first step is, in order to use the predefined classes and methods, you have to declare the namespace. So using system.data.sql client, here declare the namespace. Next, create the connection. Okay, now step number 1, create the connection. How to create the connection? SQL connection. Intelligence will come. Don't write of your own. Intelligence, when you type the word, it will automatically show in the intelligence. Press enter. New SQL connection off. And here you can give the connection string. User ID is equal to SA. Password is equal to ABC. Database is equal to Satya demo. Data space source is equal to dot. Create the connection. That is step number 1. Step number 2. Open the connection. Con dot open off. Con dot open off. Step number 3. Pass the query. Ready-made classes are there. Your job is just to create the object and call the method. Pass the query. SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command of query comma con. I'll try to pass the query. Here I'll try to pass the query string. Okay, na? String query is equal to, I'll try to write the insert query. Insert into table name emp values of first value single quote, double quote, plus where is my value? Text box 1 dot text. Employee number, comma, single quote, double quote, plus second value, text box 2 dot text, again comma, single quote, double quote, plus. That is a format actually. You have to always give the values in that format, single quote, double quote, plus double quote, single quote, something like that. And here you have to pass the query. First step is create the connection. Second step is open the connection. Third step is pass the query. Okay, na? And step number 4, execute the query. Execute the query by calling the method. How to call? cmd dot execute non-query. Execute non-query return type is int. Actually, it is a predefined method now. You are learning OOPS in C#. Here we'll try to apply the principles of OOPS. Whatever the OOPS you learned in C#.NET, that OOPS will try to apply in ASP.NET. Execute the query. So what is the purpose of this execute non-query method? If the record is inserted successfully, then it will return 1. Execute non-query method will return the number of queries that are successfully executed. In database, if the record is inserted successfully, it will return 1. Else it will return 0. So here I will try to close the connection, con.close. So if the record is inserted successfully, it will return 1. If I double equal to 1, then I want to display one message. Label 1.text is equal to employee added. Else label 1.text is equal to failed. Are you following everyone? So what I'm telling, first create the connection, then open the connection, then pass the query, then execute the query. If the record is executed, if the record is inserted successfully in the table, then this method will return 1 now. Okay, na? Otherwise it will return 0. If 1 means I want to display one message, employee added. Okay, na? So this is how you can directly, when the user will enter the values in the front end, these values will automatically store in database. If you want, you can see here initially only one record is there. 101 Anil Kumar and 30,000. This is execute button. Refreshing the database. Now here you can see when I enter the values in the front end, automatically that values will be stored in the backend database. This is our Facebook group. Just if anybody are not registered, you can directly register in this group, World of Dot and World of Angular also. Okay, now. So here, we are waiting for the out. Now here you see enter employee number 102, employee name some Jaydeep I will give, some name I will give, some Jaydeep, and employee salary some 40,000 I will try to give. Click on save. Okay, now let us see employee added. 103, here I'll try to give some James, some 23,000. Click on save. Employee added. Go and check in your database once. Just refresh the page. Here you can see 2 records are inserted, 102 and 103. So whenever you try to insert the record in the front end, then automatically the record is inserted in the database. Through front end you are inserting the values. Finally the values are stored in database table. This is how you can work with perform inserting operation with connection oriented architecture. Okay, you practice this example. For more videos, try to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.